Robert,
Robert,
thank you
thank
so
you so
much.
much.
We have
We
a
have a
chance
chance
now
now
for
for
our
our
Sounds True
Sounds True.
One friends to ask questions if you want. You can raise your hand or write your questions into the chat. Robert, I have a question about the title of your new book, The Way of Virtue. Here you are, you're offering healing sounds for us to practice. Explain what you mean by the way of virtue. Why this word virtue? You'll have to unmute yourself here, Robert.
I'm good now. Oh, yeah. So, because this book actually is trying to lead us in the way of pure spirituality, pure peace. Yeah. Spirituality is state of mind, characterized by the perfect peace and unity. Yeah, that's my definitions of spirituality. So feelings of isolation or disconnections, these are the manifestations of the divided mind, yeah, in my understanding. So the way of virtue, in this book, we present a step-by-step guide to this spiritual perfection. So the key to this process involves like awakening the internal organs, like what we did just now, empowering 12 meridians, that's the next stage, then activating the wuji point. The wuji point is like in the lower torso, that wuji long duality points, and that is the gateway to the perfections of human spirit. So at each stage of this journey, virtues are awakened through specific meditation practices. So as these virtues are woven into the fabric of a daily life, your life is like transformed in a deeply meaningful and beautiful way. So we use these three meditations practice as stepstones to attain spiritual perfections. Yeah. So, so in terms of the virtue, the internal organs, like we have 6 organs: heart, liver, lungs, a spleen, and a sanjiao. Or this, they when they are awakened, or this awakened, you have a higher mind. In my book, when we say higher mind, it's like innate sense of right and wrong. So you have good choice. You know the good choice, like we have good wisdom. Altogether, they give good wisdom of deciding what is right way and wrong way. Yeah. So that is the first level. Then the second level, with 12 meridian empowerment, awakens the crown of the head, because over here there's a point called Bai Hui. And this Bai Hui point is connected with a heaven chi. Heaven is, of course, is quite expensive energy that go beyond our human. So we're always empowered by the heaven chi. That is the point, we're connected with that. So we call this virtue through this, the pure mind, yeah, through crown head and all the meridians, because meridians go beyond the organs. The organs is just here. Then if you have done acupuncture, they pinch here, they put a needle here, they say, I adjust your lung, right? So meridian is the pathways, or it's extensions of your organ. So when work here, you're more purified, more connected. So we call it pure mind. And that virtue gives you a good, in a sense, innate sense of good and evil, good and evil. And so you're very, yeah, you just do the right things without even thinking about it. Yeah. The next level, yeah, the virtue is we say you have the experience of perfect peace. Yeah, we awaken the wuji points. That's the true dantian. So that virtue is the perfect peace. So 3 developed ways of virtue: higher mind, pure mind, perfect peace.
Thank you, Robert. And I want to let everyone know who's with us in just a few minutes. In about 5 minutes, Robert is going to lead us as we conclude in a special group healing session. So I want to let you know that, because it's one of the really remarkable offerings that Robert has, is that he's able, and I've learned even in an online environment like this, to raise his own vibration to such a degree that he can send out a group healing vibration for all of us. So I hope you'll stick around for that. Just a couple more questions, Robert, before we go to the group healing experience. You mentioned the wuji point, that this is a very important gateway. And I realize I don't know what that point is. And since you spoke about it in such an important way, I want to make sure to understand. What's the wuji point? Tell me
Yeah.
more.
Wuji, first wuji versus to taiji, tai chi. Tai chi in Mandarin we call tai chi. It's polarity, polarity. And wuji is like non-existence. Non-existence gave birth of existence. Existence gave birth of polarity, then we have, Tai Chi, then we have manifestations of all this 10,000, 100,000 of things. So that's the basic development of what Taoists understand the law of the universe by ways of yin and yang, yin and yang. So Wuji is before yin and yang, gave birth of yin and yang. So that is the very root of what we are to start. And locations, it is in the lower torso. We have navel here on the opposite side where there's a point we call the gate of life. Then we call this exercise like quadrant meditation, steaming meditation, because we want to place a quadrant or walk here. Then to complicate, I just say all these energies are like showers into the walk, then they begin to simmer it into a steam. Then they fall back like little water rains. They swirl like yin and yang, double fish. Then that swirl vortex, the bottom there, is the wuji point. So by a few steps of practicing, you can dive in to that wuji state to find your true self in many ways. Because our true self is like a big universe. It can many of us. Multiple of who we are. But in this life, if you can find one of your true self, you're already like enlightened person. Like Buddha, he's like enlightened in so many multiple billions of levels. That's what we call the Buddha, right? The Buddha. But we can be a Buddha. Everybody is born to be a Buddha. That's Buddha's saying. And my master always say, everybody is a Buddha. Can be a Buddha. We have potential to be a Buddha. A Buddha of what? A Buddha of this. We have big Buddha, small Buddha. It says Buddha is enlightenment, is realizing the true self. So when you can bring your awareness, not just by thinking, by this immersive practice of energy channels into that tiny spot, just touching there, that moment is, if you can succeed, because when I was in the 100 days water fast, Tammy, you mentioned, I still have some, but it is in that intensive retreat that is constantly there. You just feel nirvana. You don't want to return to your real life again because that life is too beautiful, right? So that kind of wuji point is the origin that can manifest all beautiful things that attach to our true nature.
And then we had a couple of practical questions where people wanted to know, when it comes to these practices that you teach for the organs, the sound healing practices, like the liver practice that we did, how often should we do these practices, Robert, to see good results?
Well, if you want to just dive into this practice, normally it's good to keep practice for 3 months. You may feel it right away. Like today, anybody follow me, I think a lot of people can already feel it's softening, because when your liver chi is clustered, your face are long or green, or very easy to turn red because you're angry easily. It's very hard to control, or you're very stiff. So when you're doing this chanting, you feel every part, your face, your lips, all internal organs are mellow. When that mellows happens, that block just opens up, and then all these blocks begin to be taken away. Then just this unblocked things, you feel a big home of yourself. So if you can do it like I have, we have the audiobook, yeah, and I have a page on my website with my own chanting with all 6 of them. So you can follow me. It's about 5 minutes for each one.
Wonderful. And then here's just my final question for you, Robert. I'm curious what you think about this. You have a quote, "Our bodies contain the virtues that our world needs." And I thought to myself, God, at any time, there's never been, it seems to me, such a lack of virtue in the world, but also such chronic disembodiment where people feel so far away from their bodies. They're on their phones, a distance, they're not. And so this connection that actually we find virtue through the body, how you see that.
Yeah, I think that's the dilemma of this advanced technology nowadays. In one way, this technology gives us huge bonus. Look, now we're using this 10 years ago even, yeah, it's hard to imagine. I remember, Tammy, you asked about 8 years ago, say, can we do group healing on the online? I say, I can't because technology cannot do that. Now we can, because all this, on the other hand, because they're so developed, so easy to access, no effort, you can have abundance. Then it's like you're in the ocean, then you don't know what to choose. Then, because you have so many choices. It's not because you have too many choices. It is because you forget about your true self. We begin to try to pick up everything. We have a Chinese story about, we tease about bear. The bear, they collect the corn, the sweet corn. They get corn, put in the hell here, then get another one, put under the shoulders. So all his life, he's lucky he still get one. But we are trying to put it everywhere. We lose everything because we lose ourselves. So you should call back to ourselves. And when we know ourselves better, it's much easier to make the choice because the wisdom of the Qi can guide you. It's not logic. It's just inborn ability. Even one breath, you can feel the ecstasy. You don't need to have a Mercedes-Benz to feel ecstasy. We can have a few Mercedes-Benz with breathing itself. So that's the true way of give us joy. Then aided with this convenience of the new knowledge and abundance of the food and everything. When I was young, when I grew up, we're poor, yeah. An apple can make me very happy. Now apple put there, rotted, right? So this, when you have some certainty enough, but internally, that's the resource of our true happiness and joy. We call it dynamic happiness.
All right, Robert, let's end with this special group healing experience.
Okay. Well, let me take a couple of minutes to explain because someone may not know what is group healing. The group healing, of course, before we have a huge group. Well, we have the Wake Up Festival. We have nearly 1,000 people. We do group healing. Very powerful, right? Yeah, the more people, the better. Because when I'm going to do my special chanting to unite everybody's chi, it doesn't matter with the distance. You're far away, you're 20,000, 100,000 miles away. It's not an issue as long as our mind is connected. So I collect the chi with my special chanting, then we can form a vortex of energy. This vortex of energy is very attractive to, we say, higher energy, my master's energy, your master's energy. So you may ask, who is my master? I don't know, because the master we call now is not a master standing here with faces. Is that when you are humble, when you're doing the invitations, when you show your gratitude, there's always a beam of light answering your call. That is your master. We say 上师, higher master. All right. And so what you need to do is very simple, sitting relaxed, yeah, and palms facing up. That is the best way to receive the energies. Rest on your lap. Rest on your lap. Then what you need to do is to do the humming, like, but extend it. This how many you feel the strong vibrations on your lips, right? Sending that vibration from your mouth, from your lips to wherever you want to do the healing. If you have a shoulder pain, vibrate to your shoulder. The moment that vibration reaches to your shoulder becomes to be bright. The more vibration, the brighter it will be. All right. So you need to find a location. Where is the issue? If you don't know where it is, put it on your fingertips. Yeah, this is my anger. This is my frustrations. This is my ecstasy. Ecstasy, I want to empower it. Find the location. Good things, bad things, find it. Yeah. If you have issue, that's it there. Okay. Then let's do the group healing. Yeah, group healing. Now, take a deep inhale. Sit down, take a deep inhale. Now you can close your eyes. Close your eyes. And be aware of the energy outside of you. What is the energy outside of you? The space around you, the sound, the color, the temperature, the texture of your clothes, the support of your chair or cushion. Now bring awareness to inside of yourself. Be aware of the wisdom energy in your head. Be aware of the loving chi in your chest and the heart. Vitality chi in your lower torso. Now bring awareness to where you want to do the empowerment and the healing. You chant, okay, by chanting. Don't chant my way. Let's do it together. Inhale. Song Hong Om Na Than De La Ba Song Hong Hong Dong In De Lam Mo Yan Shi Do Ma Han De Om Niyam Om Good, good. Now allow the light and the brightness you just introduced over there to spread to all of your body and make your whole body shine from inside out, shining brightly. No shadow, your whole body is like a pure light shining brightly. And tell yourself, I am the light shining brightly. I am the light. Light is me, shining brightly. Now put your both hands on your chest. Bring all your gratitude, your gratefulness to your higher master. May your master keep blessing you all the way along. Put your hands in the prayer position and follow me. Thank you, Master. Thank you, Master, for empowering and healing. 谢谢，谢谢师父，谢谢师父给功，谢谢师父给功。Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Tammy. So happy to reconnect with you. This beautiful situations, event. Beautiful.
Thank you, Robert. That was a profound offering you gave. I had a very deep experience during the healing, and I'm always so grateful to you. Thank you for coming here with Qigong Ecstasy on Sounds True One. Thank you, friends.